let's explore the division tag and some font formatting. So let me close that down from the last one. So let me start out Notepad, brand new. And I'm going to start a web page. Got my heading, my title. This will be div and font formatting. And my closing head of this section, my body, and then my closing body, and then my closing HTML. Okay. Now up here, if I got some text, and we looked at how you can apply the alignment to your headers, but let's see if the same item works with some regular text. Now, obviously, I can't put the H1 here, so we can do a paragraph. And I'll say style is equal to, and then beginning quotes, and then what was it, text align center, like that, and then I'll close the paragraph. Now let me save that. Save. And change this to all files. And this will be div and font format.html. Okay, so I'll go to my window, and where's it at? Div and font format. And you see that it now aligns it. So I can close these other ones out. So it allowed me to do the alignment without putting it into an H1 tag. So you're starting to see that we're not limited to just placing them within like an H1. There's a division that allows it to apply to an entire division of your web page. All the different elements are contained within the div tag. So I got div style equals text align. And I'll say right. Then I'm going to close the div. And I'll say some text here. And then save that. I come over here and refresh this. And it puts some text over here. What's the difference between these? Well, this actually puts in a paragraph mark into your web page. Paragraph mark means that your spacing is different. Like consider, let me demonstrate it. Here's my first line. Then I'll put a line break, and here's my second line. Oops, I guess if I put those inside the body. And I absolutely hate this keyboard. There we go. Now, down here in our paragraph, let me do the same. I'll say first line. And then my next paragraph, I'll say second line. And let me get rid of the style there. If I can find delete. There we go. Now let me save that. When I do the line break, it puts the lines close to each other. When you do the paragraph, then it puts what looks like into separate paragraphs. So if you're wanting to apply a certain style to your text, but you do not want it to look like a paragraph, then that's where you maybe want to use a div. Now we're going to see that there's another one that allows us to span and put some color in. Okay, let me come down here, and the default font that comes up is just whatever is default for your particular browser. I wouldn't be I couldn't say it's going to be always this font, because some devices may not have a very wide variety of fonts. Okay, now we change the size by using H1 through H6. You can also change the size by doing big. And I'll say this is bigger. And we close the big. Okay, so if I come here, then I see that text is a little bit bigger. I can put another big inside there and close the big. Refresh it and it's even bigger. And put another big, closing big, I should say. Now you don't have to have it on just single text. You can have it spread across multiple lines. So I could choose, I could put a big up here at the top, and then put a closing big down here at the bottom. And that particular tag is going to apply to everything contained within those two. So now if I come over here and refresh this, and you see all of them are a tad bigger. You might be saying, well, boy, that's very vague. Yes, it is. But again, remember, we're designing this for potentially different devices. Now, there's also I, and this is italicized. Not that I can spell italicized. It's abbreviated. /I. If I come over here and refresh this, you see that's italicized. It's also on the same line as that, which then I may want to put a break in there. Find my home button. I don't see the home button, so let me use my arrow keys. Put a line break in there. Now sometimes I put these all on different lines like this, but they don't have to be. You can put the entire web page on one line. It doesn't care. You do this for your own readability. It could be, in some cases, you'll want to bring these in, indent them a few places. Now that's kind of up to you. Now let me save that, and we should see the italicized on a different line. Now there's also a bold, and this is bold /B. And again, I put it on the same line as that, but that's how you bold something. So I can put a line break here. It puts those in separate lines. Now, there is a way to change the color. You do font color equals red, and you say this is red, then close it with font. That's one method. Let's see if I got the syntax correct. This is red. So I'll put a line break here. There's another way, and this has become the standard instead of the font. I still use the font quite a bit because that's what I learned way back when. I'm comfortable with it. But I'm going to use something called a span. And this allows us to put a style. And now up above we said text align. Here we're going to say color, and then I'll say, let's say blue. And then I'll say this is blue, and then I'll close it with ending span. Okay, so now if I refresh that, I see I got blue in there. Still can't seem to remember to put my line breaks. Remember, officially, this is how you should write it. I was working with a a package where I had to put in the coding, and this is what I was looking for. I wasn't looking for the other one. Okay, so now let's go refresh that. Now, you're not limited just to the few style that you'll see in the books in this particular chapter. But if you go out and Google it, you're going to find there's a lot of other style components available that you can implement into your web page. This is just introducing the concept of putting different style attributes, I should say, at different places.